most people that interact with courts, obviously in municipal, are interacting with municipal courts. They're not interacting with the rest of the court system. And so this is the conduit between people that end up being jurors in a much maybe more serious case and their experience with the court system. So when they come in and sit down, they need to have a feeling that there's fairness when they walk into a court system. And if all that they're seeing is these low-level courts, then I personally think that it's extremely important that we figure out how to make sure that even on these very low-level offenses, there's a very fair process that people are going through.
As a prosecutor, our ethical obligation is to do justice. And justice does not always look like a conviction. A lot of times it looks like a pretrial diversion. A lot of times it looks like I can't meet my burden of proof and I'm going to dismiss this case. And so it's very important to me, number one, that we have professional prosecution in municipal courts, but also that there is the proper record keeping, the proper, probation, supervision, that type of thing, where there is an allowance for doing community service in lieu of fines, where, a lot of these injustices that we saw and quite frankly do still see in certain lower level courts, aren't occurring. So that's why this whole principle is very important to me, is that it is all part of doing justice, which is the right thing.
Their standardized process of converting fines into a civil garnishment or a judgment and attaching it to your water bill since they run their own utilities. It's a problem. And again, this is the system. As you knock down barriers, as a solicitor spoke to us about those barriers that have been knocked down, new barriers are erected. And so we have to continue, because freedom is a constant struggle.
In some cases, the system is designed to put that on you where they end up getting you inside the system and you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and there's a ripple effect. This person now loses their job. The children of that particular parent now end up losing their sole provider in the household. And then it becomes a ripple effect, because this child, whether it's a teenager, may end up doing something where they're desperate so that they can feed themselves, and guess what? Now you have mom, dad, son, still both looking for bail. And so I think this bottom line is the fact that we are putting cases on people who can't afford to get out or get a lawyer. And that goes back to what I said again.
Community members who just wanted to sit in that court were not allowed to. Every court in this nation is open to the public every single day. Doesn't matter what level of court it is. If they are running court, the community has the right to come and sit and just watch and see what's going on.